You're listening to BetQL Daily, presented by FanDuel Sportsbook, with Joe Ostrowski, Joe Giglio, and Aaron Hawksworth from BetQL.
Thanks for playing the disclaimer, so we can let that breathe. Tell them the Hawk sent you.
Hey, we gotta thank our man Liquid Swords for that.
Yeah,
that is an all-time
I'm still
cackle.
I'm still waiting on. It was genuine. I'm still waiting on your new nickname. We'll see. That is not. This one is not courtesy of Liquid Swords. We'll see what goes on there. This is BetQL Daily. Joe Ostrowski, Aaron Hawksworth. We are hanging out here, reacting to what we saw in Week 3, previewing how we're going to bet the final game of week number 3. So it's the last game of the Mannings. Is that it? I haven't heard any announcements. I did see a couple interviews, and they were talking about later in the season. So I don't know what this means. I know originally they signed on for a certain amount of games. The only thing that I've seen announced, unless I've missed it, is they were doing the first 3 games. And so tonight's game number 3.
So there's just a little tester, getting the feelers out and see if the public likes this. What's going on?
Well, the public clearly likes it. The ratings were way up in week number 2 due to the buzz that was going on. Are there any guests? There any guests? I don't think there are any guests, right?
Hopefully they took the criticism and canceled that if they did have guests lined up, because I think we all agree the guests were it was too much. And not adding a lot to the show, right?
Here we go.
It was hit and miss. But I do think towards the end of the fourth quarter of the Lions-Packers game, that's where it makes sense, and that's where it works because it was a blowout. But in general,
right. We've got one tonight. I see one tonight. I know for sure. And I think he'll be great. Nick Saban.
Wow.
When he wants to give, when he cares to. He's really good. And for some reason, I've seen that a couple times in the on-field post-game interviews. Now, usually he's very standoffish, doesn't give much to the local media in Alabama at the press conferences. But when he wants to, he's good. He's going to want to be good tonight. He's going to be. Yeah.
He's recruiting. It's free recruitment.
It is the perfect pitch, and they're going to send it everywhere. So, yeah, Saban is going to be out there. I don't know exactly when. But hopefully it won't be, was it 4 guests last week? That was brutal. Patrick Willis.
Yeah.
Does everybody even remember that he was on there? Get out of here, dude.
He was in a tough spot. It wasn't his fault.
It's not his fault. No, I'm not blaming him.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
I mean, I think the Mannings are good. I don't think they need to, overload it with guests.
Right.
But do you guys agree? I think Saban's going to be really good tonight.
Yeah, again.
Hopefully they can loosen him up a little bit and have some fun with him. As long as that happens,
he will. So we watching Jalen Hurts.
Peyton's good at that. He brings the best out of people. He's such a natural at that. People you wouldn't even expect. He's so good at getting at least something good out of them.
Well, Peyton dive into the whole Lane Kiffin thing. It's Ole Miss coming to town.
Oh yeah, it's perfect. It's got so many times. Right? Yes, 100%. Oh, with Eli, yeah. 100%. This is BetQL Daily. All right, we kind of botched it in the last segment, but in the end, I think it was a good idea with start, sit, and cut, kind of like the game we've all played.
I love that.
Blank, marry, kill. I get the idea. I understand where you're going, Paul. We had a couple others that I don't want to completely throw in the garbage can here, and I think they're interesting topics. So why don't we continue? 2 more that we want to hit on.
So let's start with the 0-3 teams because Aaron seemed pretty fired up about that one. So, Aaron, let's start with you. Start, sit, cut. Who is the best 0-3 team? The Colts, the Giants, or the Lions?
Easy.
I guess the Lions.
Yeah, double venti.
Gotta go Lions. They're at the Bears, so I mean, need I say more really about that one? Sit the Giants and maybe cut the Colts and sit. Or wait, I keep forgetting these because I have the original names. I can't remember.
Start, sit, cut. Start, sit, cut.
Yeah, so I'm losing my mind right now. Start the Lions, sit the Colts, cut the Giants.
Same. I got the same. You've got to start the Lions. Paul, they're going to be the public dog of the week, right? Again?
That's what I was thinking. They probably are, right?
It's Bears. Okay, we're going to repeat this. So week
Bengals.
2, the public dog was the Bengals at Soldier Field. Week 4, the public dog is going to be the Lions. Yeah. After watching those finishes in those couple games, I'm going to sit the Colts. I just can't back them right now, but they're dealing with a lot. Their best players are all injured right now. The starting quarterback is injured. We don't believe in him on the show, but he's injured. He's got 2 sprained ankles. What do you expect him to do out there? T.Y. Hilton wasn't playing yesterday. Kwity Paye goes down. Now Quentin Nelson goes down to another injury. Those are piling up for him. We've got to sit the Colts right now. The Giants, no go, man. Pass on them. They're disgusting. What are they getting? 20 points?
Probably. But could you make the case to sit them in the because they are not totally dead in the NFC East? Football team stinks. There will be a 2-1 NFC East team after tonight. But could they still be alive as the sit candidate in the NFC East? Because the Colts, they're 0-3.
Because the Colts are dead. Because the Colts are dead for the year.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, though, we'll be backing them when they get healthier, as long as the market just doesn't go completely bonkers. No?
Maybe. We'll see.
I don't see their record turning around. When they're 2-6, it might be a spot where people are like, oh, they're terrible. Yeah. And then they're getting a lot of points.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Could be.
I see what you're saying, but Giants, come on.
Yeah.
Falcons, yeah, they're terrible. And we appreciate them for not covering the spread yesterday and losing that game outright against the Falcons. One more.
We do. Okay, last one. NFC West contender. NFC West champion, let's say. Start, sit, cut. We've already thrown out the Seahawks because we're all on the same page there. Rams and Cardinals both undefeated, and the 49ers, tough late loss last night. Start, sit, cut. NFC West champion. Joe O, we will start with you.
All right. How do you not go with the Rams right now? Listen, I don't believe in them long term, but for right now, the Rams are it.
Well,
they're better than I thought.
It's kind of long term.
This is long term. This is for champion?
Yeah.
Championship?
Division champion.
All right. Okay. I'm going to roll with my team. Even though they lost last night, Aaron Rodgers, 0-25, 37 seconds left, no timeouts. He still beats you. I'm gonna roll with San Francisco.
By the way, I brought this up a couple weeks ago, and I was laughed off the show.
Okay.
We got to talk about Shanahan yet?
You thought that was last night, or was that just Aaron Rodgers? I mean, the Hall of Fame quarterback.
I think last night they had a chance to not lose. I mean, granted, like 37 seconds.
Throughout.
Okay, did no one else think 37 seconds was too much time for Aaron Rodgers?
Of course they did. I think everybody was thinking.
I'm talking about you guys, like you guys right here.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I thought the no timeout thing might get LaFleur in the end, but it didn't. Obviously. I'm sitting the Niners. I'm cutting the Cardinals. The Cardinals were losing at halftime to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I know one was because of the return on special teams, but that was a terrible decision. That's my biggest issue with Arizona, Cliff Kingsbury. And then against Minnesota, congratulations, you won. Give 33 points. So what exactly is this defense? I'm not quite sure. So because I've got to cut one of these teams, I'm cutting the Cardinals.
That's a good one. The Cardinals did give me a pretty big scare yesterday. I'm going to start the Rams. Stafford is crushing it this year. I'm going to sit the Cardinals. I'm not as down on them as you are, Joe O, and I'm cutting the Niners. I can't count on Jimmy G over Murray or Stafford here. That's just crazy to me. So, cutting the Niners.
Okay, Paul, let me ask you this.
Yep.
Cardinals are 3-0. I'm going to give you their next 8 games. You tell me their record after 8. You too, Aaron. This is before their bye. At the Rams, hosting the Niners. At the Browns, hosting the Texans. Hosting the Packers. At the Niners, again. Hosting the Panthers. at the Seahawks.
At best 7-4. At best.
3-0 to 7-4. That'd be a huge win.
That'd be a huge win.
Well, let's look at it. Like, where are they going to get W's here?
Right.
You have the Niners twice, Packers, Browns, Rams, Seahawks hit Seattle, Panthers.
Like,
So,
what?
It's tough.
Yeah, that is
Tech-
really tough.
Texans is a win, right?
Of course.
Yeah, no.
Is
I
that
know.
their next one?
You got to split the Niners.
Split the Niners.
Browns, ooh, that's probably a L. Packers could be an L.
They
Panthers
split those.
could be a win.
Yeah, maybe they win one of
And-
those
and
three.
Seahawks, that's an iffy one too.
So that's how I got to 4. Also, was just split the Niners, Texans, one out of the Panthers, Browns, Packers.
One out of the 2 Niners.
But the Rams.
Probably not. Maybe I'd say
It's gonna be-
Seahawks or Rams. You win one of those. That's how you get to 4.
If they go into the bye at 7-4, that would be huge.
Yeah.
They could also go into the bye with a losing record.
Who have they beaten?
Saying.
I mean, if we're gonna do the Broncos argument, like Jacksonville, kind of a bad Titans team, and a bad Vikings team.
Vikings. With a lot of luck. With a lot of luck with that missed kick.
Yeah.
So, Cardinals fans, be happy.
I
Celebration
know.
might not last too long. The schedule is brutal. But I guess that's life in the NFC West. This is BetQL Daily. Joe Ostrowski, Aaron Hawksworth here. And do we have time to go hit these teams in trouble here, Paul?
Yeah, we got a couple minutes. We could do it. You want to do the same formula? Start, sit, cut. Start, sit,
Yep.
cut. 1 and 2 teams. Teams in trouble. So we're throwing out the Steelers, taking them off the list. Dolphins 1 and 2, Patriots 1 and 2, Seahawks 1 and 2. We're not including the Chiefs. We're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Dolphins, Patriots, Seahawks. Start, sit, cut. As far as like potential to make the playoffs.
Oh, man. Potential to make the playoffs. Dolphins can't move the football. There's no drop-off from Tua to Brissett. They can't move the football. You can't move the football now, and you're just going to depend on those takeaways. Feel very lucky we got that cover. I'm cutting the Dolphins. And the schedule is tough for Seattle. But I think Seattle can finish ahead of the Cardinals. So I'm going to start the Seahawks, and I'm going to sit the rookie quarterback, Mac Jones, with the Patriots.
Aaron?
Man, sorry. I just haven't had enough time to really analyze this. Let's do maybe start the Patriots. Actually, start the Seahawks.
The Hawks start the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Hawk is starting the Hawks. I really don't like the Steelers or the Dolphins, so I will sit the Patriots, and I'm cutting
Dolphins.
the Dolphins. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked rough. And remember, one of their scores was an interception return for a touchdown. They had a turnover that was set up at the 34, I believe, for the Raiders.
Downs, yep.
So, yeah, we got lucky. We got out of there with a cover. Very, very lucky. All right, this is BetQL Daily. Joe Ostrowski, Aaron Hawksworth, Paul Aspen, and Jake Hassan here. And we have our Lightning Bets next. We'll tell you how we're betting Monday Night Football and maybe some MLB wagers to throw in there. Keep it locked on BetQL Daily, presented by FanDuel Sportsbook.